Chapter 98. The Bet. Everything is spiraling. Every second my paranoia is growing and I don't know how much longer I can keep it all contained. Preventing this mistake, no, betrayal from spilling, pouring over into my life seems impossible. I think I've convinced Molly and Jace to keep their mouths shut and their egos far away from my relationship. I've just spent the last hour playing their games, lying, and strictly not going anywhere near the truth. I just don't get the obsession with her. She's not that pretty. I've said it a million times, but not only is she not that cute, she's also pretentious as hell. Molly won't shut up about Tessa. She hasn't stopped talking about her since she showed up tonight. And now here she sits, her feet dangling off the edge of the dock. Look at you using big words, Jay smiles at Molly. I wouldn't go that far, but she doesn't fit in around here, and that's pretty obvious. He looks at me, then away quickly. He throws something into the water. A bottle. It floats, and I immediately think about what Tessa would say about littering. Molly's phone keeps vibrating in her hand, and each time she reads whatever's on her screen, I get more and more impatient. Enough about her. I look over at Jace, who's wearing the vest of his work uniform. Are you working today? He shakes his head, then looks at Molly. Nah, I was going to pick up some hours this afternoon, but I'm going to clock out. You guys hungry? Molly jumps up from the wooden dock. Always. Let's go to Blind Bob's. Steph is there. I consider declining and taking my ass back home to Tessa where I belong, but something keeps me from using common sense, and before I know it, the three of us are in my car heading to Blind Bob's. Maybe I'll tell everyone at once, the whole group, killing two birds with one stone and all that, and see what I have to do to keep them from ruining my entire life. I fucking hate how much power they have over me, over Tessa, over our life together. Fuck. I should tell them before we go to London, if Tessa agrees to go with me. I'm sure she will, because she won't be able to say no to visiting the old stomping grounds of her literary heroes. Whose car is that? Molly points to Tessa's parked car, and my stomach drops. I stormed off today, being a complete dick, and now Tessa is here with my friends. This could go so terribly, so fucking quickly. I won't let it. Molly says something to Jace that I don't catch, and stupidly I ignore them, focusing on keeping my feet from running into Bob's. When I step inside, the two of them are on my heels. I shake the snow from my hair and approach Tessa. I have to get her out of here, and fast. Tessa, I need to talk to you. Right now? Yes, now. I grab a hold of her arm. She pulls away a little. What the hell are you doing here? I ask in a low voice so only she can hear me. I'm trying to control my anger. I know that this isn't her fault, but being rational isn't exactly my strong suit. I came to hang out with Steph. I can tell she's lying by the nervous way she pulls her bottom lip between her teeth. Bullshit. I look over toward the group, and Molly is smiling while staring at Tessa and me. Fuck. You need to go, I tell Tessa, hoping she'll listen to me. Excuse me? Of course she won't leave. You need to go home. Home where? Back to my new dorm, she says, pressing me. My blood runs cold. They've been talking before I got here, clearly. This can't happen, not here, not now. Yep, I told them. I told them that we live together. How could you not? Do you know how stupid that makes me look? I thought we were past you trying to keep me a secret. My chest burns. I swallow my anger down. I try to lie to keep this from exploding in this shitty bar. I am sick of the secrets and deception, Hardin. Every time I think we're doing so great, I can't find any words. Not a single one that makes sense or sets this right. Nothing. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret, I was just waiting. I don't even comprehend the frantic words coming from my lips. I scan the room, trying to gather my thoughts at the same time. My mind is bouncing, creating the worst possible scenario, and all I know is that I need to get Tessa out of here. I can't keep doing this. You know that, don't you? Yeah, I know. God, do I know. I don't want to keep doing this either. I haven't for so long. I just don't know how the hell to fix it. Can we go home and talk about this? Tessa nods and I gesture to the booth where my supposed friends are sitting. I walk toward them. We're going to go, I tell them. Jay smiles and lights me on fire. I know that look. So soon? He says, picking at the tearing scab I've been trying to keep from bleeding out. Yeah, I look at Tessa. We need to go, I tried to tell her with my eyes. Back to your apartment, Steph asks Tessa. Tessa's eyes go wide, and she looks at me. Your what? Molly gapes. Their apartment. They live together, Steph says, pounding the words into Molly. Jace's eyebrows pull together, and I watch the two of them take it in. Well, well, well. Molly taps her nails on the table, her eyes burning into me. That's very interesting. Her lip curls up, and I run my hand through my hair, ripping at the roots, panicking. This is exactly what Molly wants, to have an opening to rip into the little bubble I've tried to keep Tess in. Molly. She lifts a brow, still looking only at me. You're really taking this whole thing a little far, aren't you? I don't know what I'm saying, but my mouth is moving. Molly, I swear to God, if you don't shut the fuck up. What thing? What is he taking too far? Tessa asks, her voice cracking at the end. I swear to God, and I know I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I swear if we can just get out of here, I will tell her everything. I just need her alone, away from here. Tessa, go outside, I tried to convince her. No. What is he taking too far? Tell me, Tessa shouts. She's not going to leave. I know her too well. Wait, you're in on it, aren't you? Molly laughs, licking her lips. I knew it. I told Jace you knew it, but he wouldn't believe me. Hardin, you owe Zed some big bucks for this. Molly gets up from the booth. I can feel everyone's eyes on me, but I only care about Tessa and the way her grey eyes are beginning to water. With a shaky voice, Tessa asks, Knew what? I try once again to remove her from the chaos. This time I reach for her arm, and she jerks away. Molly seems to get a kick out of Tessa standing so close, challenging her. Don't play stupid with me. I know you know. What did he do? Split the money with you? Tessa, I touch her fingers, hoping that I can bring her back to me, but she moves my hand away. Tell me, what is she talking about? Any hope of words coming from my mouth disappears. I try to speak, but I can't. Molly cackles. Oh my God, you really don't know? Oh, this is amazing. Everyone pull up a seat. Molly, don't, Steph pleads. I can't speak. What the fuck is wrong with me? Molly doesn't stop. I knew she wouldn't. You sure you want to know, Princess? Tell me, Tessa demands again. I feel like I'm watching a movie, watching the scene play out in front of me, and even I want my character to move, to grab Tessa and run away, or at least to fucking speak. Nothing comes. I tried to convince myself that this is better, that the sooner Tessa knows how fucked up I actually am, the better. For her. At least I don't have to say it. I don't have to say anything. Yes, I'm a coward, but we all already know that. Molly shatters that last plan of mine. No, I think Hardin should tell her. I second that, Jay says, lifting a beer into the air. Go on, Hardin. Tell her. It wouldn't help anything to use physical violence right now. It wouldn't help anything to knock Jace's teeth out. I keep trying to tell myself that, as the world spins around me. Black and red, that's all I can see. And grey. Tessa's eyes. Looking at me. Begging for answers. I will tell you outside, I say to her. It would be so much worse to tell her in front of everyone, even though they already know. Fuck. This is so fucked. I can see the moment she decides she won't be going anywhere with me. No, you tell me here, in front of them, so you can't lie. I'm sorry, I begin, as if that makes any of this better. Tessa, you have to remember that this was way before I even knew you. Tell me. That night, that second night, the second party you came to, when we played Truth or Dare, and Nate asked if you were a virgin. I don't know where to start, or where to end. I wish she would have just left me before. Out of all the shit I've done, she should have done this so long ago. It would have been so much better for me, for Tessa, instead of this public crucifying of her, of me, of what we have. Had. Go on, Jace harasses me. You said you were, and that gave someone an idea. My throat catches, the words, my mind and body begging me not to do this here. Gave who the idea? Molly interrupts. Me. Gave me the idea. I choke out while managing to keep my eyes on Tessa's. I need to look away for my own sanity, but I can't. I at least owe her that. That it could be fun to make a bet. As the words fall between us, Tessa begins to cry. I dig my fingernails into my hand, hoping to draw blood. It would be a distraction from the pain coursing through the rest of me. Seconds of silent breaths feel like hours of conversation as I wait for someone to speak. Tessa tears her eyes away from me and turns to Steph. You knew? I was going to tell you so many times, Tess, Steph says, and I wonder if that's true. It doesn't seem likely, but the tears are pretty convincing. I didn't believe it when he claimed he won, even with the condom, Jace chimes in, continuing to pour gasoline all over this fire. Molly laughs. Right, me either. The sheets, though. I mean, how can you deny blood on the sheets? The kind of man, no boy, who would bring bloody sheets to his friends. I'm exactly like my father. Worse, even. Tessa, I am so sorry. I move toward her. I don't know how she can even look at me. I hate myself more than she ever could, and that helps me balance my rage and humiliation until I look at her again. Molly continues to dice up what's left of both of us. I don't even tell her to shut up this time. I deserve to be reminded of how disgusting I am. I don't even know if I can actually hear her voice. I can only hear Tessa's sobs coming from next to me as Molly keeps on. But really he was supposed to win the bet that night. He was pretty cocky about it, but Zed kept saying you wouldn't give it up that quick. I guess Zed was right. But you still gave it up quicker than I thought you would, so I suppose it's a good thing I didn't bet any money. You'd be happy to know that you were worth a pretty penny, even though Zed tried to bitch out a few times. But with Jace, Logan, and Zed's money, I hope at least he bought you dinner, Molly says, laughing. Jace chugs the rest of the beer. I can see myself in the reflection in his glass, and I swallow down the bile in my throat as he speaks. I'm only disappointed that I missed the infamous I love you announcement in front of everyone. I heard that was a killer. I want it to stop. All of it. I just can't. Tristan is the one who yells, breaking Jace and Molly's taunting. Shut the fuck up, fuck you guys, she's already had enough. Baby, please say something, I manage to say. Tessa's expression tells me that my words are knives to her. Don't you fucking dare call me that. How could you do this to me? I can't, she cries, and I won't say anything, because that's what you want. I know I messed up. I don't know how to begin. Messed up is the mildest version of what I actually did. Why can't I fucking speak? You messed up. You messed up, she's screaming at me now. Her face is red, her eyes wild, and it's not even comforting to me. Usually anger is my friend. My comfort, really. Not now. Why? Just tell me why. Why me? Her pleading voice breaks with a hiccup. Because you were there. I tried to be honest, no matter how awful it is. And a challenge. I didn't know you, Tessa. I didn't know that I would fall in love with you. She reacts like I've smacked her across the face. I wish she would smack me, punch me, anything. You're sick. You're fucking sick, she yells, looking at me and my friends like we're all the same. Maybe we actually are. I'm more like them than I am like her. I had almost let her convince me otherwise. When I touch her again, she finally gives me what I want and slaps me across the face. I welcome the pain. You ruined everything. You took something from me that wasn't yours, Hardin, that was meant for someone who loved me truly. It was his, whoever he is, and you took that. For money? I ruined my relationship with my mother for you. I gave up everything. I had someone who loved me, someone who wouldn't hurt me the way you did. You are disgusting. Her words are so much fucking worse than her hand across my cheek. My fingers itch to make a fist, to connect with the hardest metal or wood near me. I tried to focus on her again. I'm speaking before I even realize it. A desperate man. I do love you, Tessa. I love you more than anything. I was going to tell you. I tried to get them not to tell you. I never wanted you to find out. That's why I was out all night, getting them to agree not to say anything. I was going to tell you soon, now that we live together, because then it wouldn't matter. Are you... Oh my God, Hardin, what the hell is wrong with you? You think going around convincing people to not tell me is okay? The fact that I wouldn't know would make it all okay? You thought that if we lived together, I would let this go? That's why you were so determined for my name to be on the lease. Oh my God, you are sick. Her eyes spark, and she looks up, then back at me. That's why you went and got my stuff for me, from my room, because you were afraid Steph would tell me. Not exactly, Tessa. I just wanted to keep you hidden. I keep the words to myself. What did you do with the money, Hardin? I shouldn't tell her. Tell me. She doesn't give me a choice. Your car, the paint, and the deposit for the apartment? I thought if I was going to tell you so many times. Once I knew it wasn't just a bet anymore. I love you. I loved you the entire time, I swear it. You kept the condom to show them, Hardin. You showed them the sheets. The bloody fucking sheets. She pulls at her hair. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. While I was reliving every detail of the best night of my life, you were showing your friends the sheets. I know. I don't have any excuse. But you have to forgive me. We can figure this out. I try. I know she's beyond that, but I'm still delusional and everything is happening too fast. Forgive you, she laughs. The laugh isn't real, but that makes it worse. You've ruined my entire life. You know that, don't you? Oh, of course you do. That was your plan the entire time. Remember? You promised you would ruin me, so congratulations, Hardin. You have. What should I give you? Money? Or should I find another virgin for you? Fuck. My eyes burn. My body is determined to fold in on itself. Tessa, please. You know I love you. I know you do. Let's go home. Please, and I'll tell you everything. Home? That isn't my home. It never has been. We both know that. What can I do? I'll do anything. I move my knees without a thought. I will beg her. I will plead with her until I'm blue in the face and the bar is closed and the snow is melted. I'll stay here, on my knees, long after winter leaves if I have to. You? Nothing. There is nothing you can do for me anymore, Hardin. Does she mean it? Will she always feel that way? The door opens behind her, and Zed walks in just as she tries to escape the bar. Everything after he touches his hands to her shoulders is a blur. No matter how much sense I try to make out of what's happening, I can't seem to. I try to get up, to stop her, but she disappears with him, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. Steph tries to talk to me. Hardin, I'm sorry that happened. Get up, man, Jace says. I can barely hear any of them. All I can hear is the wind chipping outside, taking the only good thing in my life, far, far away from me.